Hey guys! So today's video is going to be my everyday makeup routine. We are going to pick up Liam from school in about an hour. We are going to Costco and we're going to an at-home store. Literally exactly what it says. It's an at-home store. You find everything you could possibly need for your home. And right now they're going to have a ton of Christmas decorations, and I'm specifically going to maybe look for a smaller, like 4-foot tree, because I'm dying for a second tree. Like, I really want to put one in our bedroom. Hopefully Bill will actually go for it. And then also, I'm also looking for garland to wrap on the railing of our staircase. We did start Christmas decorating. We started last night. We put up the tree, and we're going to decorate it today because we're picking up Liam. I'm so excited. Okay, you guys, let's get on to the makeup. So first off, I'm going to be starting off with my NYX eyeshadow base in the shade Skin Tone. And I hear it's a dupe for MAC's Painterly Soft Ochre, something like that. And I'm basically just going to use this to prime my eyelids. I don't want to do too much on my face. I'm trying to get ready in a little bit of a hurry because it usually takes me a little bit of time to get ready, so I don't want to do too much. So I know that I said that I was going to be doing my everyday makeup routine, but I am going to be trying out the Zoeva Caramel Melange eyeshadow palette. I talked about getting this in my Ulta haul, which was like my very first video ever. And then I realized that I haven't posted any videos that had me testing out those products. So I'm definitely going to have to get that done. And some of them are seriously like holy grail status, and I'm so glad that I took the leap of faith even though I hadn't tried any of them, and I'm really glad that I got some of them. Well, most of them, all of them. But anyway, so I was just taking this shade right here in wax paper to set my eyeshadow base, and now I'm going to take the shade Alchemy right here with a Wet n Wild blending brush, and I'm just going to buff that into my crease. What do you guys do for Christmas? Do you guys like to decorate? Do you not decorate? Would you rather decorate the inside rather than the outside? Do you do both? I've been with Bill for a year and a half, and so this will be our second Christmas together. And last Christmas, we didn't put up any decorations really outside other than a wreath hanging on our door. But this year, we are hosting Christmas Eve with his family, and so my intention is to put up some Christmas lights just on the walkway to our front door, and then also the wreath that is up there. But next, I am going to take this shade right here. It's called Start Soft, and I'm going to take this. It's like a small little tapered brush, and I'm just going to kind of run that on the outer V, outer corner. I might actually need a bigger blending or bigger brush to do this with, because it's not really cutting it. So I'm going to switch out my brushes, and I'm going to take an e.l.f. blending brush. And it just looks like that. It's like bigger, a little bit fluffier. And I'm just going to take that. I'm thinking I kind of want to do an all matte look, but I kind of want to test out these shimmer shades as well, so probably won't be all matte. Because I watch so many beauty YouTubers, I really take what they say. I kind of find my favorites and who I can really like trust, almost like who I truly believe is like reviewing the product and not just saying it because a brand is paying them or because a brand is sending them PR. So I try really hard to determine who's kind of telling the truth and stuff like that, because things are expensive. Like makeup is so expensive. So, like the bigger YouTubers, sometimes it's harder to determine if they're being truthful or if they're just saying, "Oh yeah, I love the product," because they're working with the brand or because the brand sent them PR and they're not trying to get on the brand's bad side. So, that's just my little 2 cents about that. I am going to take this shade right here. It's called Liquid Center, and this is just a Kenzie brush. It's just like a little packer brush. I got this at TJ Maxx. And I'm just going to take this. I kind of swirled my brush in it. I don't know if you could really tell, but I kind of swirled my brush in it. And I'm also, actually, let's just see. Oh yeah, you definitely have to spritz your brush. So I'm just going to take this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer. It's a 3-in-1 primer water. And I'm going to just spritz my brush using that. So I'm dipping into the product, right? I'm dipping into the product, and then I'm going to spritz my brush and then apply. And there's way more color payoff than there was originally. Okay guys, so who's going to tell me what they asked Santa for Christmas? Anybody? Anybody? I personally have asked Santa for new work clothes because I work 5 days a week and I'm needing to kind of revamp my wardrobe a little bit. But I'm just taking this aftertaste shade right here and this one right here, an edible gem. And this one, I don't know if you guys can really tell, but it has like some glitter in it, like very noticeable glitter. And most of the time, if you, like, it's very, very pigmented and you can see it. Most of the time, if you tap off of the excess, you actually tap off the glitter. Just a quick little tip there. And I'm just going to kind of pack that on the outer edge. Just to kind of deepen up that outer corner, just so then the shimmer shade has a little bit more vibrancy. Also, what I would like to know from you guys is, what do you guys do like with your families? Like, do you guys do gift exchanges? Do you guys kind of just shop for everybody? Do you guys not shop at all? Like, and if you don't shop for anybody or anything really, do you guys just get together and have dinner? You know, like, what do you guys do for the holidays? Let me know. Me personally, with my mom's side of the family, my sisters and I, we were the only granddaughters and nieces for, I want to say I was 7 or 8 when my cousin Ezra was born. And up until then, everybody kind of just bought for us and stuff like that. And then as we got a bit older, my parents decided that instead of, you know, trying to surprise us, they would just take us to shop at Forever 21, and we just basically got to get whatever we wanted from there. But with my mom's side of the family, we always kind of just get together. We don't really buy for each other anymore. Mostly we buy for my grandparents. So I just took the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and I just, as you saw, like swatched it on my face. And I'm going to now take the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. And I love it so much during the fall and winter time that I actually bought a full-size version of it. So And what I like to do, I'm just going to take the same Wet n Wild primer spray, and I'm just going to spritz my face and let that kind of sink into my skin. And while that's drying down, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyelashes and my eyebrows. Although I know some people look at my eyebrows and they're like, dang girl, like your eyebrows are already full. I try to just offset any powder that could get on my eyebrows and make it look like they're gray, as opposed to the dark brown that my eyebrows actually are. As far as my dad's side of the family goes, we actually have done this for as long as I can remember. And we do a family gift exchange where because there's 3 families. It's my Auntie Patty's family, my Auntie Lisa's family, and my dad's family. And we put everybody's name into a bowl and somebody mixes it up and pulls the names out and stuff like that, and you get whoever in the family that you get, right? And you shop for them for Christmas. And you kind of just know what you're getting, but you get to open your gifts. And the way that my aunt's rule is basically is if you are not married in, then like your significant other. So like in my case, last year, I brought a gift for Bill to open. So like I wrapped it and packed it with us and brought it for him to open at my aunt's house while we were all opening presents. But my brother-in-law, Grayland, he just recently got added into the family drawing. So he's now married in, and so he gets entered into it, and he gets bought for and buys for as well. And then the kids, so my cousin Kimberly, everyone still shops for her, I think. And Liam and my nephew also get shopped for as well. So when I first started this video, I put the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil on my skin all over just to kind of hydrate my skin and everything like that. And so when I rubbed it into my skin, it got all over my hands. And so now everything that I touch is super, super oily. So it's just the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I got this originally in a BoxyCharm, and then Ulta had it where it was $10. So I was like, oh, score. I'm gonna do that. But I've never tried it until just now. So I have 2, not even knowing if I like it. And I'm going in with this CoverGirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil, and mine is in the shade Rich Brown. And it just looks like that. I like this one because it has a spoolie, has a good shade range. Really, I really like CoverGirl, to be perfectly honest. I think I always liked CoverGirl. Like I used to use a CoverGirl, I think the True Match foundation. It's like the glass packaging with the silver lid. And I liked it until I started seeing things on like social media, brands that test on animals and stuff like that. Like, and the pictures are just kind of, they're really sad. So I try incredibly hard to purchase all cruelty-free makeup. Sometimes I don't. I've already tested out and done a review on this, and I love this foundation. It's lightweight in texture, and it's I would say it's like medium, light to medium coverage. And it's not a matte foundation in any circumstance at all. Sorry, and this is just the CoverGirl Outlast Active 24-Hour Foundation. And this has an SPF, and mine is in the shade Warm Beige. So Bill's daughter, her name is Maya. She works at Dillard's. She works as a lingerie manager in Dillard's. And they recently, their cosmetics department, which is also called Edge, they recently had an event where they had like a bunch of makeup artists and stuff like that there to test out products on you and stuff like that. And she set me up with an appointment, and I've never done that before, and I've never done anything like that before. So I was kind of nervous and everything like that. But I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, and I'm in the shade Classic Beige. This concealer right here, you don't need a lot at all. A little goes a very long way. But I got set up with an appointment, and the gal who did my makeup actually told me that she liked that she used the Anastasia foundation, the luminous foundation, and she only used like one layer, I think, like one thin layer of it, and my freckles poked through. And she's like, it actually looks really, really nice like that. So you should do that. So I've been trying to do some not so full coverage makeup to see how I like it. And really this CoverGirl foundation is pretty lightweight in both texture and in coverage. So I'm actually not too mad about it. I'm going to pick up my son from school, and really I'm going to the store afterwards, so I really don't want to be too glammed out and stuff like that, because really I'm wearing a shirt that says TV marathons are my cardio, and I'm wearing sweatpants, and that's probably how I'm going to go out, because I'm tired, you guys. I'm very, 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 very tired. Excuse my powder face, but I'm taking my CoverGirl Clean Professional Loose Powder in the shade Translucent Fair, and it just comes like this. It's just like a huge translucent powder. I wish that CoverGirl had like an actual translucent powder, like a white or like colorless one, but they don't. But I do really, really like this. I also like banana shades in these kinds of powders. I really like banana shades. Wet n Wild has a really good one. Makeup Revolution has a really good one. I really wanted to try out the RCMA No Color Powder. I don't hear anybody talking about it anymore, but I've always wanted to try it. I really, really like this, and I used my sponge because I feel like with my sponge, it just kind of sets the foundation into place, kind of seeps everything in, because the sponge is damp. I don't know if I mentioned that, but the sponge is damp, and so using like a powder, like the powder mixed with the damp sponge, I feel like it just kind of like sinks everything in. My pores kind of get covered up a little bit better, things like that. So now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and finish up my lower lash line. I'm not going to forget, like in my BoxyCharm video, because we all know, that was a disaster. So I'm going to take the shade Aftertaste right here, and I'm going to trickle that underneath. But any like smaller brush like this will work. Like I've mentioned, I like to use the e.l.f. contour brush for the eyes. I'm going to take that Edible Gem shade. I'm just gonna dabble the tip of it into there, tap off the excess, and I'm going to try and tight line, get as tight to my lower lash line as possible. Sometimes I like to really press it on there. The one thing that's really, really exciting though, you guys, about this holiday season is that I'm pretty sure our Christmas shopping is done. We made like some last minute purchases off of Amazon. Like I think yesterday or the day before. And then I'm just going to go in and coat my bottom lashes with mascara. I'm not the biggest fan of using, it's not that I'm not a fan of it. It's just most of the time I forget to use eyeliner. And so most of the time I just leave my lower lash line, like my waterline, I usually just leave it bare. But if I do go in with a color, or if I do go in with any liner, it's more than likely going to be either like a nude or like a champagne looking color to make my eyes look more open, or it's like a black or a brown. Something of that sort. Now I'm going to go in and bronze the skin. And I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Kit in the shade Dulce de Leche. I thought that my handle was starting to wobble off. I was going to get really sad because I actually really like this for bronzing the skin. I'm feeling really inspired. I know that I haven't been posting as frequently as, you know, starter YouTubers should. But I'm starting to feel very, very inspired. I have a lot of video plans in the future. I really want to do, I don't want to do just beauty on here. I really want to do everyday, like lifestyle types of videos, and I want to do fun challenges, like where I feature my family. Feeling very inspired to branch out and post videos. It's obviously very, very hard because it's the holiday season. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in my life, and there's a lot going on at work. I'm going to be taking the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I just have mine in the original shade of bronzer. And I'm going to use this to contour a little bit. Again, I don't want to look too glam. I just want to look fresh and awake, and like I actually put myself together a little bit, because we know that's not true. And I really want to play around with these. I picked up these Tarte, they're like little Tarte trios, and they're blush and highlighter trios, and they just look like this. And this one pops open like that, and they're really, really cute. And it came with 3 of them. I picked these up at Sephora, and it came with 3 of them for $35, I think. And I was just like, girl, that is a steal. And this is, normally I like the dual fiber brushes, but this specific brush, I feel like diffuses blush into your skin so seamlessly and so effortlessly. I just kind of like pack it onto my skin. And I'm just taking the 2 blush shades. I actually am very impressed. I've heard kind of mixed reviews on Tarte products. Mostly on their eyeshadows have I heard like the mixed reviews. But their face products, for me, lately have been on point. And I've also been really enjoying this highlighter. And this is in the Exposed Highlight shade. And I'm just going to take this and apply it here. I think I've mentioned I like this kind of brush, like how it's like really small. I like this kind of brush for applying my highlighter. I don't know why necessarily I like this as opposed to a fan brush, which normally that's what people would use as a fan brush, which It's just a brush that looks like this, right? Like an actual fan brush. And I don't know why. I feel like this one would actually be a really good one. I just have to test them out. I don't know. I feel like they're a little bit too flimsy. But yeah. Again, you have to test them out because they're not all the same. I love highlighter, you guys. But I could apply 10,000 layers of highlighter and never get tired of it. Finally, I am going to go in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. So yeah, guys, that completes today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know if there's any other videos that you would like to see in the comments down below. And yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!